welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Last time what did we do last time? I think we solved, or we took care of Dolor. Did the stop the presses thing where we snuck into the Baldur's Mouth Gazette and kind of convinced the Fey spirit that's inhabiting the printing press to make nice stories about us. We also we haven't really done much exploring in the actual city yet, but today we're going to be heading towards Sorceress Sundries to pick up the Annals of Karsus for Gale. So we're just going to the little kid gave us gold. Grab that. Yep. No. Whatever. Bloodlust, elegance, providence, human versatility, and teething ice, along with heart of stone. Okay. So let's go down the list. Let's give you guys buffs. Also, good morning, Floof. Welcome to Strum. Against that one, and that one.
What am I to do?
Shadowheart. Heart of Stone. Tiefling Dice. Githyanki. Elegance. Battle Mage's Power. And then Gale. Battle Mage's Power. Elegance. Providence. Vice. And Hearthstone. Okay. Also, Invocation of Shadows. Mage Armor.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Alright. Let's leave the camp.
Did you see Lord Gordash's latest interview with Baldur's Mouth?
Alright. Long Strider.
He's a man of the people too. Promised at least 100 more
That
watches
one.
to
That
fill
one.
Good. For once Gortash clears off the cultists, rabble off the streets.
He'll manage.
And then Long Strider for me. Alright. Let's check the map. Yeah, we haven't really done much here. Although we do know that we need to go here eventually. But here's Sorceress Sundries.
Hello. Nice day for a walk. Sure enough. And his vision
Here's Philogir stuff. We can do that
And you're
also.
wondering the price of bread.
This down here is where we're gonna go for Jahira's side quest stuff,
Once the watchers see off the cultists,
which we'll be doing after Sorcerer's Sundries. We're gonna head down here for the fast travel point, and we might do fellow gears. I don't know.
Why, yes, Edvard. Can I call you Edvard? Well,
Also,
I do
let's
support
see
Lord
here.
Warhash's campaign for several reasons.
Stop the presses. We need to check out the next edition of the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. That's true. Well, let's head down that way.
Streets are safer than they've ever been, apparently. Not a word on all the thefts and murders happening. Optimistic.
We're lost, aren't we?
There's fellow gears.
fireworks, a particularly gnomish field of art, no?
Indeed. More than simple craft. It's a way of life for some of them.
That may explain why not.
Ah, you look like someone who can probably read. Can I interest you in a copy of the Baldur's Mouth Gazette? Please buy one.
You're selling broadsheets now, Sylphie.
We're all doing our bit. Better than sitting around waiting for the gates to open. It's a really good paper, though. No spelling mistakes in it or anything.
Where's Mole? Did she make it to the city too?
Oh, she's very busy. I think she's made new friends in the city.
I'll take one.
Thank you. My first sale. I can't wait to tell Mole.
Alright, let's read it. Merchant Guild declares magic item market saved by adventurers. Ritualistic murder of Duke Stelmane at Elfsong still unsolved. Postmaster Danzo Arkwright in trouble. What is happening to our letters? Pressure mounting between Baldurians and refugees. We can't risk taking spies to the Absolute Inn. Donation drive open at refugee camp. Give a little, help a lot. Gortash's coronation imminent. Witness the ascension of Baldur's Gate's first Archduke. Bloris Meat Honey gives you money-saving advice. Well, I think that helped.
Oh, please. I feel a little dizzy.
Please, sir. Please. It's for my son. Anything would help. Any amount at all.
Alright, well,
Please, kind sir.
won't even let me
Can
do
you
anything.
save coins to
Okay.
save my son? He's sick and likely to die.
Please, sir. Oh, please.
Oh, well, hello. Fish people. Sahaguin, or whatever they're called. Alright, well. Let's see here. Dread Ambusher.
Think you can take me on?
See, I got a lightning arrow with your name on it. Let's do a split shot. There it is. Lightning arrow. And then just for giggles, detonating shot. All right.
I don't fancy their chances. On my way.
Ray of Frost.
Victory awaits.
So we'll smack you.
Tazith.
I need to stay focused. Moving.
Sparks Bolt.
Thank you for cutting those creatures down, truly. Gods know what would have happened if you weren't here.
What are these things? And gods, do they stink?
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Oh, gods! There's guts all over my boat!
Is something burdening you?
No, I meant to loot, but smelly bag. Waterlog letter. If you're reading this, I'm probably dead. Trapped underwater by madman and fish fucks. Explosive everywhere. No way out. Praying for help. Marguerite, Quentin, Holly, I love you all. Okay, so that's not... Really?
A fully grown shark, fresh from the ocean. Not an easy catch.
Really did much down here other than...
That's curious.
Oh, well, can't
What's that?
that up.
Plenty to do and see in the gate. No need to barge in our private chat.
Alright, well,
Meet somewhere different next time. Folk would get suspicious.
Over what? As far as they're concerned, we're just a couple of friends discussing the weather.
If we get careless, the guild will come for its cut. If it doesn't come out of our purses, come out of us.
Calm down. Nobody's killing anyone over a few eggs. Not even her.
Right. Okay. Well. Hmm. You know what? I think we should do Philogir stuff.
He's sick and likely to die.
Alright, so.
For Logir's fireworks. Once it's lit, you commit.
An entire edition dedicated to metal toy. Got to be paying them out.
He's a bit of a genius, isn't he? At sales, not fireworks. Of course, it helps to have the only license in town to sell the stuff.
Uh-huh.
That smoke powder smell. It smells so good.
Okay. Tactical discipline.
Any torches, matches, wizards, or other sources of open flame, keep them unlit, please.
Hear that, Gale? Alright, well, that's...
Employees only past this point. You want to buy something? Talk to Mr. Sunshall.
Alright.
Faces, hands, and eyebrows. How do we protect them?
Watch for wind direction. Put on your gloves. And a light at arm's length.
Very good. And what does Uncle Philogir always say?
Once it's lit, you commit.
Excellent! Now remember, Philogir's fireworks accepts no liability for singed nails, toasted eyelashes, loss of limbs, scalded torsos, or blown off heads. Now, you there. What can I do for you?
You feel an all too familiar square in
Oh,
the recesses of your mind. He has a tadpole.
Aha! A fellow friend of Gortash. Praise the Absolute. I have a special sample, available just for you, if you wish.
Sure, why not?
This one will be very useful against any and all enemies of Gortash. Be sure to be clear of its explosion area. Please enjoy responsibly, and nowhere near this establishment. Is there anything else I can do for you?
What else do you do for Lord Gortash?
What else? I don't know what you mean. We're purveyors of smoke powder. Anything that can be lit, flamed, or fired up. Smoke powder is a beautiful mistress. She will not be limited to one form, and she is quite malleable in the right hands. What are you really asking, friend of Gortash?
Let's see here. DC 15, D20 plus 20. Well, deception. Gortash sent me to check on your latest order.
I see. Then he must not have received my update. You may bring this message to him. Everything is right on schedule. The next batch will be dispatched within a 10-day. Exceptional quality, if I do say so myself. The Gondians will know it when they see it. I believe that concludes this purchase order. We very much appreciate Lord Gortash's continued honoring of our humble establishment with his custom.
Well, I think. Ooh. Well, now that we know this is very definitely for the Absolute, hey.
You still look like a customer to me, mate.
Uncle Philogir sent me.
Right, you are. Head on up then.
Another Another friend of Felagir? All right. Just remember the top floor's off limits. Password or not.
Fair enough.
Looking to buy a little something extra then?
Of course. I know the signs of an illegal hustle. Why don't you just tell me what's going on?
That could not be less of your business.
Alright, what do you got?
Smoke powder in its earthier forms. For purists only.
Alright. Smoke powder arrows. Fire amber. Buy those. Poison spore. No smoke powder bomb. You can have that, 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 that. Alright,
Don't jostle any of the merchandise on your way out.
yeah, okay. So, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys here. I want to know what's up top. But I can't just barge my way in.
Not to mention the parchment quality of the Gazette. Ugh, awful.
Looks like there's a scaffolding thing up there. Which means I could probably fly up and take a look. Yeah, there is a door over there. And there's people up top there. It's like an elevator. Well, since the fireworks people were so kind enough to give me a couple of these, let's just... Fist of Bane, huh? Yeah. That's not good. Let's see here. Quick save. Fire. Oh, he's dead. All right, let's... Still kind of fiery.
Don't waste a step.
Hi. How's it going? I'm just gonna go over here. No, I went too far. Hello, Astrid. No worries. We haven't really gotten too far in there. We've discovered that Philogir's fireworks is allied with the Absolute and Gortash, so I kind of blew up the upstairs. See, that's an explosive, right? Okay, well, this could be bad, but eh.
Here goes nothing.
Kaboom. Oh, looks like the others are in battle now, too. Lovely. Okay.
Don't get too close.
Swift and lethal. Let my name be known.
I won't give in.
All right, so we blew up the fireworks place, but hey, you know that. Installation report. Installation of the self-destruction element in the Iron Throne was successful. Used majority of explosive orders. No questions asked. None answered. Gortash will be pleased. Iron Throne, huh? How did these not die? I don't understand, but okay. Pouch. Infernal Mace. Take the Infernal Mace.
It's all right. I'm gonna help you.
Workshop key. Scribble note. Tama, I know our toy maker friend is part of the cause, but what I have seen is worryingly unsubtle. The last thing we want is to be held accountable for his activities. If he comes in looking for more stock, tell him we're undersupplied. I'd rather not have the shop's good name ruined. Avery. Shit ton of gold, smoke powder, and our diamond back. Avery storage key, huh? Well, we'll just grab that. Okay, whatever. It's not that important. Oh, the door kind of blew up. Workshop key, soot-stained letter. My dear fellow Avery, you have done well so far, but do not allow the production of smoke powder to flag. No one will question a firework shortage in case of a crisis. Never fear, my friend. I'll take personal interest in your shop to cover any lost income. My sincerest wishes for your success. Gortash. Cellar key, vault key, and Mind Flayer Parasite specimen. Alright, what's down here? Just taking the wine. I mean, in my defense, I kind of, since I killed it, I get to buy it, right? Or it, all of Avery's stuff now belongs to me. I think that's how adventuring works. Then again, Carolina being a thief is a little fuzzy on ownership laws. Dark, drunk purple torch, play green, cemetery blue. I want that one. Okay, let's see here. That's more green. Okay, so what happens if I do the purple one? Okay. What about the green one? Okay, so that's more green. Yeah, we'll go with blue. Fire display case. Yoink. Yoink.
Don't mind if I do.
Baldur's grape.
What's inside?
Archduke's leadership. Surveillance. A pamphlet by Gortash for Archduke voluntary campaign. As Archduke, Lord Gortash's top priority will be surveillance to ensure that the disloyal elements do not threaten Baldur's Gate and its people from within. No policy can be more important. Just remember, everybody, Big Brother Gortash is watching. Protection. A pamphlet by the Gortash for Archduke voluntary campaign. As Archduke, Gortash's top priority will be protection, the physical defense of Baldur's Gate and its citizens. No policy can be more important. They just contradict themselves because earlier they said that surveillance was the most important.
Be wary.
place is trapped.
That's a lot of smoke powder. And thank you for the watch streak, Astrid. How am I not heavy? Do barrels just not weigh anything anymore? They don't. Awesome. Alright, let's send these things back to camp. Alright. There we go. Okay, so okay. And this one. No. Okay, so torch, that. Okay. Those. Literature. Okay. Wow. Go. Well, I think we safely disrupted the fireworks and the smoke powder smuggling. So there's that at least.
Why don't we just retrace our steps?
Do you know how hard it was to get those cabbages into the city? Nigh on impossible.
My cabbages! Love that there's an Avatar reference in here.
What do I think of Lord Gortash's still watch? Well, I am so glad you asked, Edvard. No, a bit too familiar. Mr. Neal.
Not like that, you. It's you. I never forget a face. Welcome to Bone Cloaks. Doors are still open thanks to that noble stock you helped us with.
You're welcome.
We've even enough left over to keep ourselves fed. Not that Balin's worth the gold it takes to keep him fattened up. Anyway, we can knock a little off the top if you've a mind to buy.
How are you and Balin getting along?
He's wrecking my head as always. Makes himself useful with a broom from time to time at least.
Are you glad to be back in Baldur's Gate?
Oh, sure. Cultists on the loose, a murderer hacking people to bits, and big metal freaks stomping hither, thither, and yon. Couldn't be more delighted.
I mean, I did take care of the murderer, but...
Take your pick.
Okay, let's see here. Let's buy a noble stock. And some alchemic ingredients. I like alchemic ingredients. Alright. Hey, Shadowheart.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey.
Let's see here. What if...
Whatever it takes.
Let's just send that to camp.
Eating strange mushrooms can be dangerous, you know. At least let's
Okay,
talk about
so...
it first.
That's... Okay, we're not going to be able to do that. It's got to be the initial noble stock. Fair enough. Let's see. Let's put it in... It's elixirs. Health potion. And then random junk.
It's Bone Cloaks. I'm Balin. Hello. Nice to meet you. We sell all sorts of ingredients and goods.
Go on, Balin. Get on with it then.
Carolina, you gotta stop going into people's private bedrooms. I'm sorry I couldn't hear you, the fact that I'm a rogue. Dearest Journal. Timothy, take the man. I thought when we got back to the city and we're in familiar surroundings again, they'd mellow about a bit and regain some focus. But no, he's as fuddled as ever. The old tarantula, and even more short-tempered about it than the Underdark. He needs my help, and he hates that. Always has. I won't take any more. If he hits me again, he's going to find some wyvern tox in his porridge the next morning. Org shit, did I actually write those words? I better hide this. Boy. To Gumbor from Dareth. Dear old Gumbor, I don't know if I'll ever send this, but I think writing it will help clarify my thoughts, and such as they are. And I think that if anyone in the world would understand, it's you old hermit crab. I should never married Balin. I don't know why I should be reluctant to write that. I certainly tell him that to his face every time I get mad at him. You're the one I should have married, Glumbo. But when the time came to choose, a younger Balin had a certain twinkle in his eye that I fell for like a drunken ox. That twinkle is long gone, along with most of the wits behind it. Balin's mind is unraveling. He knows it, and it's made him mean. He depends on me to help him through the day. He insists on my help. But he also hates that he needs it. I don't know what I'm gonna do, Grum. He's... Well,
Scandals, vandals, where to buy sandals? Sol Invictus. From the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. Sol Invictus.
there we go. Well, there is Sorcerer's Sundries, so let's go ahead and head there.
Let me back in. I'll bring Leroican out here, you tin tube. You tell Leroican I went for his goddamn night song, and now he has to pay up. What are you looking at? Shit, it's you. You went looking for the night song after me. Please tell me you found it.
Sorry, I didn't find anything. And you believe me.
Hope you lost fewer people along the way than I did. Bloody goblins. Leroican should have warned us. Sod it. Enough. Leroican and his precious night song just about ruined my life. If you value yours, I'd steer well clear of this place.
Alright, well.
Vis medicatrix.
Why, hello there. Roland, how's it going?
You! What are you doing
Dear God, what happened to your face? I know a beating when I see one. Who knocked you about?
Nothing for you to worry about.
His voice catches. Something's wrong here.
But never mind that. What can I do for you?
Too many people ask about the night song?
It's all I deal with these days. People claiming their trinkets are the real night song. Looking for the mountain of gold Leroican promised. There's even a pamphlet. Take one. They're on the desk.
How about if I just want to buy something?
I suppose that, at least, I can help with.
Birthright. Armor of Landfall. High spellcasting DC. Green bad region. So this is for Circle of Landruids. So yeah, we're gonna grab that for Chihira. Vestus Soul Rejuvenation. This is a monk thing. Ring of Regeneration. Yeah, we'll grab that. And the quick spells. Birthright. I don't really have a dedicated charisma spellcaster. So I'll leave that there. Alright.
Hope you found what you're looking for.
Poor man lost. Poor Merc lost his party. I'm not. I'm more worried about his party rather than the Merc. Because he's kind of a POS.
Look, a bookseller. She can point us to the tome I need.
first, let's give that to Jahira. What are Gale's gloves? He's got the Daredevil gloves. Those are better. But what's his range? He's got Twilight, Corpus. Let's give him the Ring of Regeneration.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Longo and then, okay.
Literature department. Can I help you?
I'd be interested in especially rare tomes you might have.
These books are sensitive. They prefer an environment of quiet reverence.
I'd be interested in any especially rare tomes you might have.
Bold. You might have heard that our library has a collection other shops would lack the skill to curate. Between us, even Master Leverokin was reluctant to house them in his tower. The pen is mightier than the magic wand, apparently. They're locked away here for their and our customers' safety. Our finest reserve includes the Tharkiat Codex, the Annals of Karsus and Netherese Folly, Sights of the Seelie, and the Curriculum of Strategy. Do any of those interest you?
How about the Curriculum of Strategy?
You've heard about the Red Knight, I trust? Devout strategist made exarch of Tempest. This treaty is a compilation of her own design, kept here on the material plane for the benefit of us mortals. Quite rare.
I see. How about the Sights of the Seelie?
Its author was a spectacularly talented halfling. She was, allegedly, able to establish contact with members of the Seelie court. Can you even imagine what wonders the Fey Pantheon might have revealed? Incredible.
How about the Tharkiat Codex?
Interesting choice. If I didn't know better, I'd think you might have the necromancy of Thay in your possession.
I don't.
I'd advise tremendous care with the Tharkiat Codex. The cost of unlocking its mysteries is onerous.
And you see, that's not even a lie. Carolina does not have the Necromancy of Thay in her possession. Gale does. The Annals of Karsus. A Netherese Folly.
It is said to be written by Lord Karsus himself, the Netherese arcanist who attempted to replace the goddess Mystra, failed, and was banished for the attempt. Great magical knowledge lies within those pages, but not many can withstand it.
That's it. That's what I need.
The Annals of Karsus would no doubt have much to say about the crone's true nature. If only you could read them.
Well, thank you. I've learned more than enough.
You certainly have. Even simple knowledge of these tones is enough to stimulate most.
Why, thank you. All right, well, let's head upstairs.
Welcome, dear patron, to the floor at the top of the stairs. If you have information about the Night Song, great riches await. If you are here to waste the great wizard Leroican's time, reconsider. Let your knowledge determine your path forward.
Alright, so each of these portals answers the question. And the question is, what is the Night Song? This one says...
The Night Song is a druidic staff that allows its bearer command over an army of ancient beasts.
Well, that's clearly not right.
The Night Song is an ancient potion that allows its drinker to become irresistibly attractive to man and god alike.
That's not right.
The Night Song is a priceless ruby from a realm beyond our own.
That's also not right.
The Night Song is an immortal being, the child of a deity.
Well, that's the one we need. Alright.
Hold very still, Midclaw. Craig's aim is much improved, but still leaves something up to chance.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna die.
Ready? Aim. We have a visitor. At ease. McClaw, you may go. I see no Night Song. Surely you wouldn't have entered my tower without the Night Song in hand? Surely you wouldn't have wasted my time?
You must be the Wizard of Leroican.
And you must have an answer to my request. If you want to keep your head, of course. The Night Song. Do you have it or not?
I think it's funny that you think you can take my hat. She isn't an it.
She? Then you do know her. You've been to Shah's temple. To the Shadowfell. You've looked upon the Night Song's face. Tell me, and choose your next words carefully. Where is she now?
Why do you want her so badly?
I'm growing tired of this repartee, my friend. Let us cut to the chase. Beautiful, isn't it? Worth more than your life, too.
I
Bought
doubt
it from
that.
a Kalashite warlock. Very little of his soul left to him. It can bind a celestial to the wearer's service with a snap of the fingers. And this can keep her in place. Forever.
So you want to pull a Ketherick? Clever contraption, let me guess. Like Ketherick formed before you, you wish to become immortal.
It didn't work out for poor Ketherick, did it? He was a fool. A desperate mercenary who poured out his soul to whichever god flattered him.
I mean, technically that's true.
I serve no god, but that which stares back at me in the mirror. The Night Song will be put to a grand purpose, equalizing man and god. Whoever helps me attain that which I seek will be greatly rewarded.
There's more in a divinity than lifespan. Ensnaring an immortal will make you a god.
Of course not. But perhaps, after enough lifetimes, I might make a start of it.
He would seek the power of gods for the pettiest of reasons. His own gratification. At least I seek them for the better of all.
Yeah, we'll talk about that, Gale.
I didn't quite catch the words, but the insolent tone was clear enough.
Pitying. Not insolent. You chase one power without knowing an even greater one lies within my reach. The crown of Carsus. Once we acquire it, your ambitions will be dwarfed. I'll be able to stand against Mystra and wrest her powers from her for the betterment of all.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that, Gale.
Nonsense. Even if it still existed, you couldn't possibly handle its power.
Perhaps you could not. But Netheril's power is in my blood. And Mystra? I know her in ways that most mortals can only dream of.
Ah, so it is you, Mistra's discarded lapdog. And now you think your bark is cause to make me tremble?
There is no need for me to bark. My actions will speak for themselves. In time.
Then go. Axe. I'll open a fine vintage in your name once word of your failure reaches me.
You know what? I'll tell her to come here, just to give her the satisfaction of ripping you to shreds.
We shall see, won't we? Do as I say, and you will be rewarded beyond imagination. Fail, and you give up the prize to the next motivated mercenary to encounter my contract. The choice is yours, but make no mistake, I always get what I want.
Not this time. Alright, well, we can't attack him right now, but that's fine. Let's see here. What happens if I go down here? Yoink.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Yoink.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
If that charlatan Leroican thinks he can best Dame Aelin, he's even more clueless than I believed. We should inform her of his delusions. No doubt she'll have great fun in dispelling them.
Okay, so let's... Nope, fuck.
Anything I can do for you, consider it most
Trying to disarm a trap there, Gale.
Below.
Okay.
Clean up.
Yoink. Yoink.
Take heed. I see a trap.
I'm gonna have great fun dismantling all of Leroican's traps, stealing all of his shit, then bringing Dame Aelin here so we can all beat the shit out of him. Faults. What the hell is that? Artillery. Yeah, I'm not so sure I want to fire artillery onto the city. That might be bad. Opulent chest. Wizard's task list. Tasks for which I require aid. Sweeping out the main hall, removing Ramesses' personal effects from my chambers, placing such valuable tomes as the Annal of Cossus in the Cossus Vault for safekeeping, et al. If Micklaw cannot handle such simple matters, I will replace him with an animated almond or two. The Folly of Cossus. To Cossus, mystic autodidact in all of his vainglory, disdainful of that ever-perceived wisdom, proclaimed that crisis-bound he would safeguard the magic tapestry of all wizardry by supplanting the failing weave god Mistral with another immortal guardian, wiser and stronger of mind. Who could that be? Asked the Netherese, amazed, and Cossus gave them reply, Who but I? Have I not mastered all spells that are not known, and divers others that are not? Have I not forged this crown, thrice finialed, that shall convey into my brain-mind all the enchanted wisdom of Netheril? Yea, indeed, and of Mistral herself? It shall be so. Canst thou but wait, implored Lord Shadow, until...
Aye. Better be careful not to trigger that thing.
Stalagmite. Okay. Let's see here. Below. Let's hit this one. All right. Now here's some stuff for Gale.
That's curious.
Ready and willing.
Okay, so let's pull the lever. That's not good. I've got enough potato chips. Let's roll it. All right, and then we got Marco Shear, which Frostwing Quarterstaff does do more damage for melee. However, this gives you the Arcane Battery, which gives you a free spell for Prolonged Rest. We also have Kesher's Favor. Imbue yourself with elemental energy source from the goddess Kestra. So, this is a better weapon.
shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
For a spellcaster. Yeah, okay.
Elminster's not around, so it might as well.
Alright. Use lever. And with this, he now has access to the Robe of the Weave. The Robe of the Weave, compared to the Potent Robe, gain a +1 bonus to spell save DC and attack rolls. And whenever the wearer succeeds a saving throw against a spell, they regain a D6 health hit points and armor class +2. Now, the Potent Robe is best if you have a higher charisma modifier. Well, guess what Gale doesn't have as a wizard? Charisma. So, Robe of the Weave would be a much better option for him. There we go.
All right, what now?
Okay, let's head back up top. And let's head into the vaults.
Here we go.
You all had to push the button, apparently.
No time to rest.
Alright, well, let's see here. What's in there? Gold. You see, this part is, like, one of the fun parts for Carolina. It's like, I'm in a vault, and I can steal shit. And what's even better is the guy that I'm stealing shit from is a total asshole. Win-win.
Right tool will do the trick.
The Red Knight's final stratagem. For her time as an exile of the Tempest and goddess of strategy, the Red Knight was a paladin most devout. She toured armies the world over as both student and teacher, and thus was elevated by Tempest to her current status. These pages contain that of her which was left on the material plane after her ascension.
Quite some valuable knowledge hidden between these
We
pages.
read. And what we got was one of the more powerful spells in the game. The Scroll of Artistry of War. Range of 60 feet. It does a total of 12d6 plus 36 force. Summon the apparitions as 6 master strategists. Each apparition strikes a target of your choosing, dealing 8 to 18 force damage on a hit. This is basically just like magic missile that you can only do on a short rest. Okay.
What's next, I wonder?
I've got a long road ahead.
You've arrived in the nick of time, saintly adventurer. I've been trapped for so long, I dare say I'm half mad. Ho ho! Thank you for sacrificing yourself to save me. Such courage brings a tear to the eye.
What are you talking about?
You see, this glorious lamp is both an oasis and a prison. Someone must be inside at all times. But you were the first brave enough to take my place. Thank you ever so much. Toodles!
Well, that sucks.
Freedom's sweet nectar. How I missed you. Oh. My rescuer left behind a servant. I'm terribly sorry for your loss. I'm sure you're at your wit's end without your master.
I know what magic prisons do to a person. That won't happen to my friend.
Well, if you're so mightily knowledgeable about the arcane, you know that freeing your friend couldn't be easier. Simply put your hand on the lamp and take your companion's place. Now, I must be going. I'm horribly late for an appointment.
Release my companion immediately or die.
A fight? How adorable. Very well, it's been too long since I flexed these glorious magical muscles. Aha!
Let's see here. Thunderwave. It has been upcast. Counterspell. Okay, so he is a level 10 Jinn. Resistance to thunder and lightning. As in immune. So Shadowheart's kind of crippled on that. But harm. Oh, you saved. Well, screw you.
Time to strike.
All right. Branding Smite. Bam! Action surge!
Let me recite their demise.
Okay, so... Yeah. You really should have gone back into that portal. But that's okay. No. Well. Well, let's check back in on Carolina. Okay, well. There's a bunch of shit here. Yellow dye. Elixir. Oil. Little Ginny Ditty. If you were trapped in a magic lamp, you wouldn't like it a bit. It's tiny and stuffy and oily and damp, and you'd have to be shrunk to fit. You sit here and ponder your only hope that some other fool will enter. Then you'll get out, but the entering dope will find there the new lamp's renter. Fire resistance. Fruit. Wizard Bane. Diminutive. Chest. Animal speaking. Featherfall. Okay. Potion flying. Gilded chest. Flying. Alright, well. Everything's looted. So... I'm out. And you... Would you look at that? The lamp's gone. And thanks for avenging the genie. Or avenging me of the genie.
Something over there.
Stacks of scrolls. Miller's Ledger. Scrolls 20. Okay. scroll, madam. It is no secret that yours is the finest collection of records within our fair city. This scroll brings you a query I believe only you can resolve. It's been a long-held bit of lore within my family that we are descendants of the Laurel Silverhand through my mother's line, though no existing genealogy can confirm our claim. Would you be so kind as to investigate the matter? It would mean a great deal to my grandmother Haverfous, who is poorly at the moment. The family name is Graydell. Hopefully yours, Amber Lehman. Alright, well.
Come on,
pick. Nope. Okay. Heroican, we see you and we always will. Do take care to maintain the utmost respect for the art, and our purposes need not cross. Signed by the collective, the Cowled Wizards of Amn. No idea who those are. I swear to be true, Lorcan. I was on the very cusp of joining my fellow Mistrins for the ritual, and crash! Right on top of me fellows a gangle of tousled hair and magic most strange. Just then, something happened I can hardly describe. So foreign was the weave, or not the weave at all, that snared me. This fellow, and I didn't quite catch his name, something with a T and a Q, to Queen, created some manner of anomaly that temporarily trapped me twixt our world and who knows where. Tell me, have you ever heard of such thing? To Hurst. Feel the moments ticking by, this essence of me growing older, grayer, with every chiming of the bell. This morning when I awoke, my back ached with such a force I nearly cried out. Such indignities await unless I can arrest the process entirely. There are ways, but I wouldn't be the first. But the night song is so near. The magic so well proven, the drawbacks practically non-existent. This is my path, and every moment counts. This tome recounts the experience of an unfortunate halfling forced into the Seelie court during an ill-fated tour of the Beastlands. It is caked with dust and grime. Yellowed feathers and black fur fall from its pages. And we gained the Scroll of Bestial Communion, where we can summon a Deva. You can cast Wrathful Smite, Revivify, and Concussive Smash.
Trap. Be cautious.
Alright, well.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
I just remove the triggers, it'll be enough.
Each door named after a wizard of renown. The annals must be behind Karsa's door.
Okay, so the doors we have the Elminster and Karsus, but I can't lockpick it. So, looks like we're going through Silverhand.
Be cautious.
This place is more dangerous than I thought.
Yep, please don't move while I disarm the traps. Alright, abjuration, transmutation, and evocation, and illusion. Let's go with abjuration first. Oh, hello. Go.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Okay. Demon.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Wild. Shadow. Silver.
Trap. Be cautious. Step carefully. There's a trap. Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Takasis. Okay, that one's open. All right. Let's try evocation.
I better be careful not to trigger that thing.
I'll give it a shot.
A trap. This place is more dangerous than I thought.
All right. So your foresight, invulnerability,
trap,
gate, wish, foresight. Nope. Evocation. Maybe wish? Yep, okay.
Be wary. This place is trapped. Be wary. This place is trapped.
Elminster. All right, let's.
What's the trap? Move with purpose.
Now those both doors are open. Elminster first. All right, well.
Salutations.
Looking ahead.
Actually, I need to unlock it first.
Wonder what's past this.
Alright, Gale,
Way
you have the
nearest
codex, so... For the necromancy, so there you go. The pages are covered in esoteric symbols and strange runes, some indecipherable, but some strangely familiar. Your eyes are drawn to one page, describing a long-lost book, the Necromancy of Thay. There are secrets of life and death known only to the Red Wizards. Committing such secrets to parchment is a risk they are loath to take, lest the unworthy gaze upon them. Who better then to guard their secrets than the spirits of the jealous dead themselves? To look upon the necromancy of Thay is to risk madness at the hands of its spirits, but the wise traveler who can tread the line between life and death will find knowledge possessed or witnessed by precious few mortals. The rest of the entry deals with the precautions and risks associated with reading the text, but lays out a clear path to unraveling the secrets contained in this tome. Alright. Well, he's cursed. I can remove the curse, but at the moment, do I want to? So let's just... Okay. Okay, so yeah, we do want to remove the curse. Fortunately, I've got Cleric, who just so happens to have remove curse prepared.
You have my attention.
Now let's read the Necromancy of Thay again.
The book radiates power, but the words you read in the codex echo in your mind, guiding your eyes safely across the page. The once indecipherable glyphs now feel dangerously familiar, promising unholy power to those who can take it.
Let's see. Read on. Oh god. Missed it by that much. There we go.
As you pass the strange glyphs, you can feel the book resisting. Ghostly voices whisper at you from the dark, probing and fighting your mind. But your will is iron, and you brush past these shades of the past, devouring every secret the book has to offer. You see now life and death are malleable as clay, to be bent and reshaped by your will, by your power. But as you close the book, a nagging doubt whispers in your mind. What consequences will there be for calling the dead from their rest?
All knowledge is worth having, and what we got was a new spell. I think. Yep. The Danse Macabre. Create 4 ghouls that fight alongside you. You can do it once per long rest.
Never a dull moment.
Alright, let's head to Curse's place.
So Laroa can covet Dame Aelin. He'll live to regret that once we inform her.
Yeah, he will. Halberd. Bowbreaker. Longsword. Magus Behorn. It is a great paradox among our kind, who so value the art of learning that we believe ourselves ever cannier than the ones who came before. If envy is the disease of the artist, the hubris is that of the wizard. Though I may fear my warning will fall on deaf ears, I will say it again, the closer a wizard creeps to the domain of the divine, the closer oblivion creeps within him. I thought myself an equal to Mystra, and devised a plan to make myself her equal. I would pluck one strand of the weave and contain it within an amulet I have spent the better portion of my years devising. How regret instantly heaved itself upon my head. I was trapped within the amulet instantaneously, and I passed around from collector to curio hall for the better part of a millennium. Only now that I am freed, with barely the strength to hold my quill, I leave this final warning as testimony. Dethrone the Annals of Karsus.
The Annals of Karsus. The preamble to a civilization's downfall, committed to parchment by the very hand that wrought its destruction. If the crown atop the Elder Brain was truly forged by Karsus himself, this book will confirm it. All we have to do is turn the page.
I'm not sure I want you delving into this.
And since when have we sought to avoid trouble, eh? Come now. The knowledge lurking between those pages could help us greatly. Don't be a hindrance after being such a great help.
I don't want to be a hindrance. I just don't want to see you take the same path as Karsus. But fine.
That devil Raphael was telling the truth. There's no doubt. The crown of Karsus is what's controlling the Elder Brain. And this is no mere journal. It contains Karsus's original plans for the crown's construction. His designs for godhood.
The design for self-destruction, more like. Didn't this crown kill Karsus?
Not exactly. It was what he did with it that sealed his fate, and, for a time, that of magic itself. The crown was merely the means. The book states that the crown and netherstones were originally one construct, seemingly sundered at the moment of Karsus's downfall. If we can collect the crown's setting and the 3 netherstones, and with the correct invocation of certain spells and gestures detailed in these notes, I think I could reforge it.
We already know the crown's dangers. That crown's caused chaos, so we should be seeking a way to destroy it, not make it more powerful.
Do not mistake the crown itself for the actions of its wearer, or rather, those controlling its wearer at present. If we could restore its former glory, it would no longer be a mere leash and collar used to subjugate friend or foe. It would be something greater. Something divine. Just think of it. The power of the gods in mortal hands at last would be free of doctrine and dogma, confined only by the limits of our imaginations.
Have you
We
seen
must
what
discuss
people
this
can
further,
imagine?
but quietly.
That's actually terrifying.
Find me later, and I will show you something truly divine. I will show you what a crown like this could mean for both of us.
Until tonight, then.
I can hardly wait.
All right, well.
beauty sleep soon, I may just get a tad malcontent.
Fine.
Better
Short
than
rest.
nothing.
Alternate perspective, the weave. According to the standard wisdom, the weave is comprised of the body of Mistra, or the domain of Mistral, the threads connecting all of creation to the source of magic itself. I posit to the intrepid reader that the truth is far more fascinating. The weave as we know it is not invisible at all. No. Certain among us, whom I call seers, can sense the true nature of the weave as incredibly fine but highly physical and edible substance, left in our realm by spacefaring giants called immortums several eons ago. Each time we wield this power, creatures called weave devils consume these strands of weave, and their excrement is a powerful force we call magic. I know this will shock many readers, but I only deliver facts as I know them, and as the esteemed wizarding community wants to keep from you. Yeah, okay. Stout and sturdy. What's that again? Ambitious note. Milka. Master Lorokin has requested his tome of divination spells be brought to the basement. He must focus without interruption in order to see the unseen. Since you refused to speak to me since the incident with the ape, I have no choice but to make my request in writing. Vompter. Okay. I'm just gonna grab that. Okay. Oh. We can't be seen unlocking the door. So, let's just head here. Elminster. Fancy meeting you here.
Elminster?
Oh, hello, my boy. No, don't mind me. I'm just enjoying a lungful of Baldurian air. Yes, a distinctive aroma, though perhaps not one worthy of bottling. I hear you've been browsing in the most esteemed of emporiums, sorcerous sundries. Indulge my curiosity. What wonders did you discover there?
You don't seem all that surprised to see Gale alive and well.
I trusted he would be sensible enough to exercise caution in this matter and to seek the truth. By now, you are aware of the evil we are up against. Cassus' pestilent crown, the very tool with which its eponymous creator unmade an empire and magic itself. Perhaps now you understand what is at stake here, my boy. Though what Mr. asked of you was extreme, it was not without merit, nor demanded lightly.
What are you saying? Or rather, what are you not saying?
Mr. knows you defied her, Gale. Well, of course she knows. She's Mistra. She bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last.
You should meet her, Gale. She might be able to help us out.
I'm curious enough to make the attempt. All right. An audience with the mother of magic, it is.
Perhaps that should have been your mission right from the start. Trust in yourself. Trust in the weave. If you are willing, trust in Mistra. There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry tale, Gale of Waterdeep. And yours is the quill that will write it.
So all it took to get Mistra's attention was to learn how to reforge an artifact that once destroyed her. It's obvious when you stop to think about it.
What do you think she wants to say?
Well, I doubt it's an apology for asking me to die on her behalf. Whatever it is. If it's important enough to send Elminster, we can be damn sure she's serious. This is a conversation that's long overdue on both sides. I owe it to her to hear her out. Come what may afterwards.
Not yet, but soon. I think I need to do the... Because Gale said he wanted to have a conversation at night. So, let's do that.
Very well. But it does not serve us to tarry
Hey,
when
Geo.
a summons from the heavens is waiting.
Excuse me. So let's go ahead and do nighttime. All right.
I don't think I deserve you at times. I told you of my ambitions, the likes of which many would balk at. And yet you remain at my side.
Yeah, we'll go with number one. You're welcome, but don't put yourself down. You deserve me and a whole lot more besides.
Gladdens me to hear you say that. Perhaps I can show you my gratitude another way, by demonstrating exactly what Ascension will mean to me. To us. Words alone are not enough. Permit me to show you. Please, close your eyes a moment.
Okay.
Astra navigamus. Few mortals ever glimpse what you're about to see. But don't be alarmed. I'm here with you. Now, open your eyes.
The river, the astral.
The outer planes. This is where gods dwell. They observe us from afar, where they make playthings of us. They will keep all of this from us. The power, the possibilities. They only want us to serve them, to pray to them, and ultimately to die for them. But what if we didn't need them? What if we wielded their power instead and helped ourselves in all the ways they refuse to? I could make that happen. I could make this illusion a reality, with you by my side.
All right. So, Carolina is a Selûnite. Doesn't really like the idea of ascending to godhood. And she's kind of terrified, or not terrified, but alarmed that Gale is trying. I think a JRPG thinks it's a JRPG project. Kinda. So we're gonna go with number 2. I don't need the stars, Gale. I have you.
then have me. But have the best possible version of me. The tadpoles, the orb, these threats to our existence. The gods could aid us if they wished, but instead they cower behind Io. So let us act ourselves. With the power of the crown, any foe would be rendered impotent. Any obstacle would be dwarfed by our might. I used to believe Mistress Forgiveness was worth dying for. But I was wrong. You showed me just how much I have to live for. With you, I forget, my goddess. I love you. Tell me you feel the same way. Tell me you want what I want. Please.
Okay, so Carolina has already fallen for Gale, but what he doesn't realize is that she fell for the man, not the god he'd pretend to be. She's just a simple ranger / rogue. She doesn't need the heavens and the stars. And part of Gale's problem is that because he was Mistra's chosen and lover, and then was lost her favor, he feels that he needs to do something. Well, one, he's got a chip on his shoulder. Two, he also feels that he himself isn't enough. And Carolina's been spending the whole game trying to convince him otherwise. So that's what we're just going to tell him. Carolina loves him, but for the man that he is, not the god he'd pretend to be.
But think what I offer. The vastness of eternity to explore, the weave at our fingertips. You would really prefer me as I am?
Do go to therapy. Therapists didn't exactly exist back then. But for any, well, this applies to, probably applies to anyone, but me as a guy, the thing I would want to hear from a love interest is this one. Number one, you're already everything I need you to be.
I hope you're right. I truly do. Godly power, perhaps I can live without, but you? You're everything.
Although the starlit astral boat ride doesn't hurt.
You put the stars to shame. Let's sit here another while. I want to drink you in.
And that is the final Gale romance scene until the end. But we've basically locked in. And we've convinced Gale to let go of the crown. He doesn't need it. Yay. Because all Gale really wants is just acceptance. If you think about it. He's been trying to prove himself even if you're not going down the romance phase, he's been trying to prove himself to be worthy of people's acceptance and affection. And he thinks that because the last person that had it was a god, he needs to equal that of the gods to do it. And part of the good aligned Gale ending is convincing him, no, you're good enough as is. You're already accepted. You don't need to have your ambitions. I mean, it's good to have ambitions, but you don't need to be, godlike.
My love, I hope you enjoyed our voyage through the cosmos. I was hoping you might have a moment to talk about it.
Go on.
I hope you don't think less of me. Great ambition should not come at the expense of what you already hold dear. I see that now.
Then yeah, the best one here is, this me understood my concern. How could I think less of you for that?
What divine calculus plucked each of us from the ether and thrust us together? I don't deserve you, truly. But I will do my utmost to earn the right. Was there anything else you wish to discuss?
Let's go to the shrine.
Of course.
Yeah, what I like a lot about the Gale romance is that it's built, like the most healthiest form of it is built on healthy communication. The whole point of it is that that the two tell each other of their concerns, their goals, and either, accept or gently nudge in a direction like, you don't need to do this. But the whole point is healthy communication. All right, let's see what Mizora wants. Sorry. Drink went down the wrong tube a little bit.
I've had my eye on you.
I can't tell you how much that repulses me.
Jagged as lightning, and seething like the river Styx. But there's something missing, isn't there? You're hungry for pleasures beyond this plane. Something more satisfying than mortal flesh, blood, and bone.
Oh, that's just funny because we just finished telling Gale that, yeah, we don't need divine stuff in order to be happy. And here comes Mizora here's like, you're wanting the things you can't have on this plane, aren't you? So, I'm quite content, actually. Whatever you're offering, I am not interested.
Oh, but do hear me out. You want what I have to offer. The ecstasy of agony. The pain of the damned, distilled into pure bliss. Beyond every climax you've known. The little death writ large. Smile, and I'll come to you when you put your head down to rest. I will sate your most forbidden lusts. Or don't, and know the eternal ache of the unknown and the unanswered.
Yeah, so Carolina already has what she wants. Absolutely not.
Dear me, I've overestimated you. Trust me, I shan't be making that mistake again. Ta-ta.
Go screw yourself, Mizora. All right.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
An audience with your goddess can go wrong. I should know. But do whatever you feel is best, Gale.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee.
You're ready for this, Gale.
Am I? You're right. I am a strong, capable wizard. And this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it.
Of all things to be nervous about, an audience with the goddess seems reasonable.
You're kind to say so, but this is hardly my first time in Mystra's presence. It's more the matter of what I'm going to say to her. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go.
You're not taking me with you?
The summoning channel Mystra has provided is one only I can enter. No matter how much I prefer not to face her alone.
Well, seek her forgiveness might be the only hope of curing the orb.
You're right. A heartfelt apology is the surest way to a goddess's heart and her favor. I pray that she'll be in a forgiving mood. If she weren't the one I'd be praying to. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
Mystra. I never thought we'd speak again like this. Why am I here?
There is much unsaid between us, but time runs ever short. You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
I didn't want to die. And when I saw the crown, I thought I might not have to, if I only understood its power.
And you believe you have the right to such an understanding? The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
That can't be. It wasn't. It couldn't have been. I only wish to prove myself worthy. had no idea.
You were already worthy. What you lacked was patience, and it cost you dearly. When the Karsite weave entered your body, your gifts were the first thing it consumed. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
I won't let you down again. When the Absolute is vanquished, I will surrender Karsus's powers to you. You have my word.
Thank you. May the Weave's light guide your purpose, and its wisdom guide your hand. The future of magic rests on your shoulders, Gale of Waterdeep. I promise you, it is a burden you are strong enough to bear.
Especially when he's not bearing it alone.
Back on mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw it. After all this time.
Not surprised. Your power felt overwhelming even from here.
And what you felt was but the slightest drop, drawn from the rushing torrent that is the weave. I confess, without my former prowess, even I struggle to stand her presence. The effects on the mortal body of such unfettered magical exposure cannot be overestimated. She held back in order to protect us, to make sure I heard her. The Karsite weave, within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that?
It's all too easy to miss things when we're blinded by desire.
True enough. There's a reason such unwitting heroes have been the backbone of lyric and legend for as long as both have existed. Even so, I was hardly some naive apprentice at the time. I considered myself an archmage, and yet was fool enough to be mistaken for a common conjurer. At least now I'm armed with the truth, and Mistra's expectations. Once I bring the crown of Karsus to her, I can put everything right. The orb, too. I'll be myself again, for all that's worth.
See what? Yeah, we're gonna do this. You're a great man, Gale, with or without the orb.
I'll have to disagree with you there. Having not one but two parasitic entities within your body does very little for one's faith in one's personality.
Well,
still,
one of them.
I should take the compliment
Wasn't
with the
your
same
fault.
generosity it was given. So, thank you. If I can promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this: I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down.
Alright, well, let's return back to camp. We'll pick Gale back up. Or not. I guess he hasn't come back yet. There he is. Okay, pick up Gale.
All right. If you need me, just say the word.
We can ask those later.
With pleasure.
Okay, I'm going to tell Aelin about Loroakan, but we don't have time to fight Loroakan yet, so that'll be next time.
Mother's milk, your visage speaks of ill tidings. Speak, ally mine. What troubles you?
A wizard called Loroakan is looking for you.
Is he indeed? Pray tell, what does he seek from Dame Aelin?
Put a bounty out for your capture. Now there's a violent mercenary looking out for you.
Let them come, and let them find me. Dame Aelin will strike down any who seek to bring her to harm's home. Yet, it is better to cut off the head of the snake than to let its slithering snakelings swarm us unabated. This wizard, must be held to account. I will wring his neck until he's dead.
Let's take him down together.
Oh, his end will be one more strand in the great braid of our friendship.
I'm coming with you. I'd like to get a few licks in myself.
My darling, we agreed you'd scout for the nearest Selûnite enclave this very night. Let us divide our efforts, all the sooner to be reunited.
I won't let you go alone. Who knows what this wizard might have planned?
Our closest ally will accompany me, won't you? It will be a swift and fruitful chore. Hie we to this Loroakan right away. I am as eager to meet him as he is to ensnare me.
Well, we're going to go ahead and call it a stream. So next time, or tomorrow, we'll be doing Final Fantasy IX. Wednesday, Horizon Forbidden West, as well as the European run of Ace Combat 7. Thursday we'll continue the showcase for Ace Combat 3. Friday, we will be continuing Dragon Age 2 and starting Red Dead Redemption 2. Next Saturday will be The Witcher 3, and next week in Baldur's Gate, we will fight Loroakan, and then we'll do Jaheira's questline. And then also next Sunday evening, we will be doing Ace Combat 0. It's Ace Run. All right, thank you all for joining me. I hope you had fun, and I will see you guys tomorrow with Final Fantasy IX. Take care.